Grown man business. All right, I've got another episode of Red Ghost Sports Talk. I'm your host, Red Ghost. Oh, it's a beautiful day today. I think the sun is out for good now, hopefully. You know, it's been cold for the holidays. It's been crazy cold the past week or so, following that rain. So hopefully we looking good down here in the South and then dirty. All right, man, we're going to talk about some football, man. I know I talked about my Denver Broncos for a few minutes, and that's all the time I'm going to spend on that. You know, I'm glad they fired the coach. Tell me what y'all think, man. Should we keep Russell Wilson? Would have been better if we had Aaron Rodgers instead? Let's do a little trivia question on that, man. I like that type of debate, man, because I don't know how it would have been if we had Aaron Rodgers, because he having a bad season as well, man. He been overthrowing and throwing short passes and missing his target. Like, it's uncharacteristic of him, man. You know, it's just like Russell Wilson. You know, Russell used to be able to scramble and get out of danger and all that, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with Denver Broncos, but we definitely need some help. John Elway, I think you need to come back and take your seat. I know you didn't want to deal with the pressure anymore. You want to sit back in your office with your feet kicked up. Hey, it's time to get back in that office and put your foot down, man. Take that position back, man. We need you. But, all right, anyway, one thing I liked about what happened with the LA Rams, they got Baker Mayfield. I ain't talk about that last time because I wanted to save it for this video as well. I like it. I think he found his home, in my opinion. His first game was pretty good. It was actually pretty good. Baker Mayfield, he don't get the respect that he deserved. He don't get his flowers that he deserved, but he's a football player. Said the same thing about Joe Burrows, and look what's happening. We're going to talk about that next. Cincinnati fans, Bengals fans, the real ones. We're gonna talk to the real fans, man, not the bandwagon. When times are rough, they jump ship. And when it's good, like right now, they come back. You know who I'm talking about. But Baker Mayfield, yeah, I think he's gonna prove himself. The rest of the season, he's gonna finish off strong. I think he's gonna get that starting position back in the league. You know he went from the Cleveland Browns to Carolina Panthers all the way to LA Rams. That's 3 teams in one season. Yo, that's a lot for a player to go through. You know, I be talking about that mental struggle, losing your confidence, stuff like that could really hurt a player, especially a quarterback, with their confidence. But I think Baker Mayfield, he has the confidence to stay strong and keep going and improve as we end the season off strong. As a league, man, the NFL has been it's been an exciting league this year. Exciting season this year, excuse me. It's been so many teams that's been really showing out, man. Just playing ball, having fun, making a statement. A lot of teams that didn't make the playoff last year, they were sorry. You know, we can't forget about the Giants. You know, Washington Redskins are playing good. You know, Cincinnati Bengals started off rough this year, but they turned it around, and they are looking at the #1 seed. You know, they have a chance to get the #1 seed. It's going to take a few things to happen, but at the same time, they in a good position, you know, to get a #1 seed in the playoff, the AFC playoffs, and that's like home field advantage, and that's what it's all about, man. You get that home field advantage, your chances are more than likely to make it to the AFC championship, even the Super Bowl as well. So, you know, that's why it's important. That #1 seed. I know I talked about the Philadelphia Eagles. They had a #1 seed as well. Last year they had an okay season. This year they just really jumped out there and They play like they have a chip on their shoulder, and they should. They always call me when I'm filming. I'll call back in a minute. But anyway, this phone, man. And my phone is so slow. I have to get a new phone because I'm gonna keep this on here though. I'm not gonna edit nothing out. I'm not gonna edit anything out, man. We're gonna stay raw. But anyway, I'm gonna call you back. I'm filming. But what I was saying, yeah, look at the Philadelphia Eagles, man. They just went through an okay season last year. This year they just really jumped out there and showed everyone what a complete team looks like. They are hit with a few injuries. They got a minor injury with Jalen Hurts. His shoulder is hurting, but they got 2 defensive players that's out for the rest of the season, and that may hurt coming into the playoffs. But at the same time, I still think they're a strong team. They will make a big impact in the playoffs as well, and I can't sleep on them. But they have to hold on to that #1 spot in the NFC, because Minnesota Vikings are on their heels. The Eagles are 13-2. We have the Vikings that's 12-3. So, and a lot of people haven't paid attention to the Vikings that much this year. I haven't. It wasn't until like the middle of the season when I started noticing how solid they were as a team. Cousins, I always liked him as a quarterback. I liked him when he was with the Redskins. And look at the Redskins. They playing ball. They got a chance of getting into the playoffs, sneaking into the playoffs. That whole division with the Cowboys, the Eagles, Giants, Redskins, that might be the hardest. Yeah, I said Redskins. Washington, that might be the hardest division in the whole league, because either one of those teams, all the teams should be able to qualify to go into the playoffs, in my opinion. But at the same time, it look like it's going to be one team left out in that division that's not going to make the playoffs, maybe even 2. But, you got to look at different teams like Tennessee. Tennessee is dealing with injuries as well. They lost to, the Jaguars. They lost a couple close calls. They lost 3 in a row. They lost the quarterback as well. He's out for the rest of the season, Tannehill. And Derrick Henry, he's hurt. I don't think he's going to play this Sunday. They have him as questionable, but they say it's a big chance he's not going to play. So Tennessee is looking like they might just, fall off at the end of the season at the wrong time, actually. But, you got to think about it, man. Monday Night Football, we have Buffalo Bills against Cincinnati Bengals. This game is important because Buffalo Bills has a chance to win and secure their slot as the #1 seed in the AFC. And the Bengals, they not trying to have it. They got a chance to get that #1 slot as well with one loss from Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs have to lose one of their 2 last games. They have to lose one for Cincinnati Bengals to get that #1 slot. That's only if they beat the Bills Monday Night Football. I will be watching that game. I can't wait to watch that game. I think that's the game of the week. I think that's going to be an exciting game. That's going to be a playoff atmosphere type game. So I need y'all to pay attention to that game there, especially for the AFC. Whoever's teams in that division. My team is the Denver Broncos, so that is my division, AFC, and Broncos won't be there this year. But AFC is just they deep, man. You got New York Jets on the AFC. Miami Dolphins, they slipped up, lost a game or 2. Well, they actually lost about 2 or 3 games in a row, but they have a chance of getting into the playoffs. They fighting to get in the playoff as well. So, man, the NFL as a whole, man, just so many different teams, so many great players stepping up, so many new coaches that's making a name for themselves. That will make a person like me appreciate football. It's just so many different teams. I know my team is not going to win the Super Bowl every year. Your favorite team is not going to win the Super Bowl every year. But, you see teams that really didn't do anything and they doing something this year. That's special, man. Look, all right, I'm going to make my prediction for next year. The Jacksonville Jaguars will be a force to mess with next year. They will be a complete team. They already have a defense. Their offense is starting to really figure out what their identity is, and they figuring it out. Was it Trevor Lawrence? That's a quarterback, man. He's a football player. Just like I said about Joe Burrows and Baker Mayfield. You know, we seen what they did in college. You know, we can't deny that. So, you know, your first few years as a rookie, second year player, it's about learning the speed of the league, because it's much faster once you get into the pros, and understanding the system, you know, and that's what each of these players are starting to get. You know, look at the Bengals. You know, they are rolling. They're gonna be dangerous in the playoffs. Yeah, I said it. Cincinnati Bengals fans, I know y'all. I know y'all real good. They will be a force in the playoffs, man. They're gonna upset somebody. They're gonna send somebody home. They're gonna make some noise. I made my pick for the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna stick with it. That's Buffalo Bills representing the AFC, and representing the NFC is Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm gonna stick with that. You know, but at the same time, you got Minnesota Vikings on the NFC, Dallas Cowboys on the NFC. You got Kansas City Chiefs on the AFC. You cannot sleep on them. They are still dangerous, even without Tyreek Hill. You know, you have Patrick Mahomes that's playing probably the best ball he ever played up to date, you know, and he's showing everyone that he don't need Tyreek Hill. So it is what it is. And you got Buffalo Bills, you got Cincinnati Bengals, you got the Jets. They still lurking. You got, man, how many teams on the AFC, man? If I miss any teams, please make a comment in the comment section. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about these teams, man. I could definitely talk about it in my next video. And cause you know, I always miss a player or two, miss a team or two. I don't mention this, that, and the third. And I like to have that discussion, and we could just move on to the next video where I talk about that, you know. Just like the Oakland Raiders, you know, let's talk about Carr, the quarterback, my boy Carr. He's been benched for the rest of the season, and it looked like he would not be a Las Vegas Raiders next year. So that's something I could be looking into as well, looking closely. I won't mind having a Carr as a Denver Bronco. I'm not gonna lie, you know, at least as a backup, man, because look what Russell Wilson is doing. He's not doing anything, man. It's sad, man. I never seen him play this poorly, you know. And they beat us in Super Bowl 48. I'm still mad about that. You know what I mean? When he was a Seattle Seahawk. So, all right. I think I talked about football a little bit too long. We at what, 12 minutes, almost 13 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out, man, because these long videos, it takes long to upload for some reason. Well, I know the reason, but anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, if I miss anything, man, get in the comment section. Let's talk about it, man. I think I'm gonna do a video about college football. We have, man, the Orange Bowl is gonna be crazy. Clemson against Tennessee. I want to talk about that. And I think, who was it? Georgia and Ohio State. They playing Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be a good game also. And we need to talk about, you know, the championship, man, with Georgia. You know, so yeah. What y'all think, man? I think Georgia's going to roll over Ohio State, man. I think they're going to roll over them. I don't think anybody's touching Georgia this year. They are the new Alabama right now. So that's for the next video. Hey, appreciate the love, support, man. If you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit all on the notification bell so you get everything I put out there, man, in the world, in the universe, in the metaverse. It's Red Ghost, baby. We having fun, man. Having a lot of good things going on, man. I'm gonna start dropping little hints here and there, man. It's all about the visual. Can you dig it? Grown man business.